simple fact, they're very profound. Hinduism as a religion is very deep, very goes to the core of the fact. I don't mean to belittle other religions. I respect every religion, and every religious leader is a wonderful soul, and he is willing to share his experience with all of us. And I am given this privilege, and I just came from Kailash. I was there last month, and so many experiences, so many experiences. And I get the benefit of that because of you. If you don't exist, I won't have this. And Hinduism is very deep. You really have to analyze even the songs you heard today. I wish, I hope you got them. They're wonderful meaning, wonderful songs. They're very deep, and it shows how much affection she has to have towards us, to wish us, to grant us this privilege, to know her. It's a travel. Our life is a travel. We all travel together. I may be a little bit ahead of you or behind you, but whatever it is, once she explained to you, will understand how profound she is, how deeply she has planned, and how much we benefit because of the work. So I'll go through some slides with you. I made the slides very simple so you can understand. I didn't make it very complex. And you'll see how much love she has to have towards us. I made it very simple as possible, because Hinduism, any religion, is most complex, but most researched. So if you go to the basic, when it started, nobody knows. When it started, no one knows. 100 years, 1,000 years, a long time we have persevered, and they have persevered with us. The aim being, we have to understand them. And if we understand them, we receive them. And when you receive it, you see the beauty of how they planned, how the Maharishis all joined together, all the intermediaries joined together to prepare something like, which is the most complex, but very simple, to make it very simple. Okay, typical path to divine consciousness. Our aim is to reach moksha. Her. And I may be spiritual practice. Every religion is good. These are all, I consider them as highways. It's all various roads. We take whichever road is meant for us, and these are all planned. Trust me, everything happens through it. We use it spiritual, karma, jnana, and raja yoga. Each one is very profound and very beautifully planned. And each one is given to us depending on our ability to understand that road, because otherwise it's useless. And 5% of the function to us it will 100,000 years, 50,000 years, but much, much longer. And again, it's very profound. And you understand that they planned it. I said they planned it because everything we go through is planned. And our planning may be better than your planning. But ultimately, one result, we all go back to where we came from. They don't leave anyone behind. But much longer, maybe half a year longer. I'm not saying it does take that long. Evolution, as a physician I know, it takes a long time. 100,000 years, million years is nothing. So when you read, this took 500,000 years, 100,000 years, trust me, it has taken much longer. Because consciousness is something which is not physical. And to go through that, we have to go through a lot. So when I look at it, I say, these are all predetermined. You have earned it. I have earned it. And it's a beautiful travel. And the travel is always beautiful. And it ends in comedy. At the end, you will see how beautifully they design, how they made it simple and achievable. But these are all huge to develop these traits so long. That's why I said history would say 2,000 years ago Jesus came. And it's not 2,000 years. It's much longer. But to us it looked that short. And they have to make it short so that how long would it take for a person to reach his aim? 500,000 a year, 1 million a year, whatever it really doesn't matter. It's the destination. Would we reach our aim? Our aim is to union with her, with the origin. That is our aim. And for that, they have created all these paths. See how complex these ones are, but they're beautiful. And for that, they have to give a body to persevere, to be able to go through that. And there are various paths. What Mother has promised is, people who come here, she has promised Atma Jnanam, that is to know who you are, where you came from, where you're going, and what you want to achieve, what you want to accomplish. Simple things, but very complex. But she has promised us, people who come here, come to her. I said here, I don't mean exactly here, physical structure. Psychic. It's all psychic. And 5% ascendant, 95% transcendence. So we live the life through it. We live the experiences because it has to, it's like a course. You go, in the process, you learn. And that learning takes you to the highest level. And we have various paths. And our path is Kundalini is one way. And you can take any path which is suitable for you. But we have to work hard. We have to experience those experiences. So this is a very simple slide to show how much is done by her and how much. The result is consciousness, highest level, can feel them. We can pursue. And to do that, we have to have a map, road map. And our road is complex, but very simple, very practical. We have lots of intermediaries. Look at our Rajagopram. People say here, Dr. Kumar had the idea and he built it. When I hear that, I just get very small. Human cannot do that. A human person cannot know all this to prepare. She took care of everything. Even the stones you see in the Rajagopura, they're very unique. They all came from one source. And don't blast me. Cut me gently, so that my children who come to me will feel me completely. I don't want to blast them. Okay, we do technique, She even she taught me how to do it, what method we should take. That means even that stone has to have a certain ability to communicate with you. It is. That is very practical. What touches, and we have of us. There with exist. They don't. The Atman always exists. It's eternal. That's a big. Should I give to you? I'm eternal. I'm eternal. So I always exist. So very simply. So Pitrus are very important. You have to go show respect. Think of them and worship them. See, worship is a way of communicating. It's a very deep way of communicating. So Pitrus are very important. Sthala Vriksha, the whole is very important. You may not believe it. How can a tree have spirit? But they do, because when I go to Himalayas, when I go to holy places, I feel them. And to me, it's real. And the as long as you've lived as an organism, very simple thing they need. They need you to be nice. Be nice. You don't have to do no complex theories. So even rivers have life. When I went to India this time, I went to many holy rivers. And now I understand what they mean by holy. How can a river be holy? They are holy because they have sentience. And when they have sentience, they communicate with you. And when you receive them, you grow up in the wisdom. And our religion is very complex. They made it as simple as possible for us. Look at all the intermediaries. Next slide. Thank you. Okay. That's a beautiful Rajagopuram. Your human cannot conceive it. You cannot even know them. Every stone has life in it, and they communicate with you. So when I go and pray, I can hear them. They talk to you. Again, you have to feel that to know that. But many of our devotees, fortunately, are able to feel that. And they know this is different. This is not like an inanimate stone. It's alive. It has lived a long time, thousands of years, and they carried the memory. And the memory is a wisdom. And when they come to you, when you receive them, you become wiser. So gnosis is not wisdom. And that comes from those. That means every stone there is 520 entities in that. Everything has a life of their own. And if you receptive, and if you know them, it's very complex. Once you know them, you know them, you receive them, and you know about them. So these inanimate, animate, and made sure that I took it certain mountains. True. We are very fortunate. I think and the truth, all the secrets. Next slide, please. There's a Shakti Garbha. Who knows about that? Jews knew, because in the tradition called Shakti Garbha, and we have it in our temple. You know where it is? Underneath Mother. You see Mother's statue. Underneath there, we kept it. We kept it. This is Shakti Garbha. It will be stolen. What happened to Shakti Garbha, original one? We don't know what happened. It was stolen in probably 2nd, 3rd century. It disappeared from history. But we kept it underneath her. That means it's underneath Mother. It will now be stolen. It will always be there for us to experience and get the benefit. It has all the energy, not only energy, and the secrets of the creation. So it'll permanently be there. It cannot be taken out. And to participate in a construction of a structure like that, we have to be blessed. And the blessing takes thousands of years to achieve it. And we have lived many times. And we've received, each time we received certain aspect of it. And participating in its development is to us. We don't even think of any of those when you come to the temple. But trust me, a lot of work has gone towards it. And a lot of planning has gone towards it. The benefit is you deserved it, we deserved it, so we get it. Nothing is given. In evolution, nothing is given. Miracles happen, but everything has a logic behind it. The logic in our path is wisdom. If you look at each aspect in the development, even the Sri Chakras, they all have meaning behind it. They're highly complex, highly researched. And we are the recipients of that. It looks like that. We made that. It took a lot of work. And then we kept it underneath her. You'll permanently be placed underneath her. So when we go and look at her and think of all this, the knowledge comes into us. That's a path of knowledge. And to even come here, it's a great privilege because it cannot be achieved without all the work. And the work, we had a lot of times. That's why Pishi says, don't rush. I've given you lots of time, meaning 1,000 years, thousands of years. So don't rush. Do it well, do it sincerely, and do it with love. Love for her, love for the Creator, love for the creation. So that all this that's why they will say Gopura Darshan. So when you see a Gopuram, a structure like that, made with all this knowledge, all the wisdom, you can understand why that will bring that much of result. Gopura Darshanam, Kodi Punyam, million per. Like this. Even coming inside, you get the energy. I won't go into it. I can't go into it. It'll take ages. Every little thing, triangle, pentagram, tetragram, everything has meaning behind it. And we have it in us. We carry it with us. They did a beautiful job. They made it part of us. So when we go through the rising of Kundalini, the wisdom and the knowledge, but that has to be given to us. Some other entity, some rishi, some forefathers. That's why we say always think of your forefathers. Don't forget them. Because they are in you. They never leave you. They never go away. So take advantage of them. Show your love, your affection. And all this are very scientific. If you go into the depth, you'll see how beautifully she has designed it. She has in itself made travel. You have to go through the travel. You don't get the. All of us here are going through the travel. There's maybe 1,000 years, 10,000. It doesn't matter. It's given you eternal life. You always don't die in a associate came, went through that, they experienced it, and they've given it to us. See how beautiful, how scientific this is. The descending triangle and ascending triangle. And the ascending triangle represents the urge of the soul to reach her deep missing. We came away from them. We are going back to them. So the concept is beautiful, and the methodology is very complex. But if you understand the meaning, basic meaning, you will understand. Ultimately, trust me, it all goes back to grace. If you're nice, you're looked at others as you, and created what do you call relationship with that entity, you will get that. But to get that depth of understanding takes a long time. That's why visiting the temple wakes up the pranic flow, and training to divine mother through Sri Chakra. There's many methods. Sri Chakra is one method. It's the most complex method, but most simple method. And that wakes up the consciousness. Divine Mother is the interpreted light. And these are experienced by the seers, our ancients, thousands of years. Don't you believe when they say 1,000 years it takes? No, it takes probably million years to get one change in our consciousness, in our depth. You need time, and we have the time. That's what she always says. I've given you enough time. You are eternal, so take your time and learn and experience it, and you get it. So I make it simple, but you get the idea what I'm trying to say, and that's all you have to know. In the Sri Chakra, the descending triangle represents the overflowing divine grace, and ascending triangle represents the urge of the soul. That's what ultimately makes us go up to her, the urge of the soul to reach her and merge with her. You know everything, experience everything. That's why visiting and praying at her temple activates the pranic flow towards self-realization. Our ultimate aim is self-realization. The word self itself is beautiful self. What is self? Soul. What is permanent? It always exists. Never disappears. There's no that is to be understood easily. And again, I make it very simple, but trust me, These are very complex concepts. So all these are here. Shakti Garbha, Ark of Covenant is Shakti Garbha, Rajagopal. So what all we need, it's impossible to get those. You can't even conceptualize unless that entity, which is Mother, wants us to have, wants us to come back to her. She has to have the desire more than us to make this drama complete. And she has done everything needed for us. So each one of us are given that privilege. So take advantage of it. What all you need is affection, the love, the desire to go back to her. That should be the ultimate aim. Money is okay, you can have money, you can enjoy. One good thing about Hinduism, Hinduism never refuses. It's not a nihilistic path. In other words, it doesn't say, don't enjoy me, have a nihilistic path. Nihilism means not enjoying life. What our religion says, or our path says, enjoy me to the fullest. What's wrong with that? Who can ask for more? He says, I give you the knowledge, I give you the grace. Grace is a word which you understand. So all this concept, she made it happen here in this temple. Can you imagine with the little stones? How can you do that? But she has done that. Next slide, please. Yeah, this year, I just came back from North. That's why you means you are capable of getting it and realizing it. So trust me, you will get that. There's no way you cannot get it. And all these travels help going to see the gurus. Do they exist? They exist. I see my gurus. I'll show you 4 of them. They're very active, 3 of them, very active in our temple. So if you come there and think of them and visualize them, they will come into you. When you meditate, they come into you. So all these are real. They are not imaginary. Samadhis, going to samadhis and thinking of them, you got to have experience. Everything has to be experienced. Next slide, please. Okay. Certain entities are very, very active in our temple. The ones which I connect and do meditation, all this Maharishi, it must be easier than what you use. All these Paramarishi time. I have seen them. I don't know how many, probably few. He is my guru, first one. Wonderful soul. I read his scroll, the Nadi, they call them Nadi. I read his scroll. I want to know who he is. How can he become my guru? There it says, he was Krishna. Many, many times he was Krishna. He came, he happened to be with you. But many, many people who come here, your devotees, I will come to them. So these 3 faces, you should recognize them and try to connect to them. They come to you in a meditation and communicate with them. This Dishadhar, he was a chief priest in Madurai. Meenakshi Amman temple. Meenakshi aspect is very active in our temple. Krishna, of course. Many of you have seen him. He passed away just 10 years ago, I think. And a wonderful soul. So, they have planned it. They even planted the souls to come to us personally, to communicate and to bless. Sure, they not only give the way, they made it press them and for them to reach us. So take advantage of it. It doesn't happen. We must be very blessed to have these souls come to us and give the grace. And about him, I asked the scroll when I was communicating. They said, he comes back every 100 years, 200 years. He comes back, gives the grace of Krishna to certain souls, few souls. He give it to them. So get to know them. And she has blessed the knowledge they existed and they'll come to you. He's a wonderful soul. He just passed away about 10 years ago. And we call them Swami Mama. I hope you remember him. Remember him? Yeah. A wonderful soul. Next slide, please. Yeah, every deity we placed here, they were all put through certain methodology to activate them so they become real. So every deity here in the Rajagopuram, they are real, they are alive, and they are energized, and they're prepared for us. So when someone has done all this, why not take advantage of it? So take advantage of it and grow. Next slide, please. Naga Devata is very unique. You may not know. I have one in my house in India. Every time I go there, she's about 25 years old. Every time I go there, I go and pray to him. People think I'm crazy. Go there to snake and worship it. It'll come certain days, full moon, new moon, certain days. And his job is to bless me. He's very unique, he's very specialized for me. Similarly, each one of you will have one person, one entity, who will come and grant you the wisdom. This male and female aspect. And they exist. Next slide, please. Now, how do you get the benefit? I said all this. Some of them seems real, some of them doesn't seem real. You do all this. Support the temple mission statement. What is the mission statement? I want to show everyone the path, everyone the way to go back where they came from. And what is wrong with that? Nothing I'm asking for myself. We're asking for them. They should get the way to, so support the temple mission, which is very generous, very kind, very doable. And volunteer, whatever you can do. meet them and see them and gain from them. I put it in a very short lecture so that you understand the gist of the creation, how you can gain. But no pain, no gain. You have to have some pain. If you don't have that pain, you don't have gain. So it's a beautiful religion, beautiful concept. Just follow the basic thing and you gain, and what you gain is so enormous. There is no way you can explain that. I think I'll stop here. Thank you. Napa.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome.
On behalf of everyone present, we offer our deepest gratitude to our beloved Dr. G. Krishna Kumar for sharing his divine wisdom and guidance. Your words have touched our hearts, deepened our devotion, and reminded us of the light of the divine that resides within us all. Thank you, Doctor. Now may I request our Dr. Tavaraja Uncle, Executive Vice President, to kindly honor our temple founder, President and Spiritual Director, Dr. G. Krishna Kumar.